Welcome to Phong Nha National Park. We got here last night off our sleeper bus from Hue. We are here for only 2 days, so we've got plenty of exploring to do. However, we only got here late last night in the dark, so we didn't see any of this place. We've woken up this morning, had breakfast, and oh my god, the surroundings of this area are absolutely incredible. Look at where we're staying, this lovely cottage here, and we've just got a beautiful view of the national park. We can't wait to explore this place. I haven't needed trainers for nearly 2 months. It feels so surreal to put a proper trainer back on, but the plan today is to get a scooter and just go off into the park and see what we can find. We've heard there is some amazing caves here. There is also beautiful rivers. There's loads to do. First thing you notice is just how small and quiet this place is. It's like nothing in Vietnam we've seen. There's barely anyone here. So we have literally only driven a couple hundred yards outside of Phong Nha village itself, and it's so peaceful. I've turned the engine off and you can't hear a thing. The views are outstanding. This place already we can tell is promising some special things. We're actually planning to do the traditional Phong Nha 50-kilometer loop, the one that most tourists do, which is why I'd always recommend getting a scooter, because you can get that done quite easily in 1 day. First stop on this 50-kilometer trek around the national park is the Botanical Gardens, which, reading reviews before we came, they say it's nothing like a botanical gardens at all, which I would agree with them. This just looks like a big forest trek, which is still amazing. Tickets are 40,000 dong, which you get the biggest pass you've ever seen in your life, but you do also get a handy map which has 3 routes on it: the half-an-hour straight to the waterfall, an hour and a half, and a 3-hour one. I think we'll have time for the hour and a half one, so we're not too late back, because we've got quite a lot of other stuff to do today as well. So that really wasn't the plan intended. I got super lucky there. Proper fell on my back onto a rock, luckily right between the shoulder blades, so it only winded me a little bit. I've got away with just a couple of wet spots. Carly, bless her, shot right across, pulled me out, and only got a foot wet. She did such a great job. I was stranded. I would have not got up without getting really wet. I had to just put my arm in to steady myself, but that is a reminder just to be super careful when you're heading around any form of rocks where they're slippery, because I lost my balance and the rope wasn't strong enough just to keep me upright. But we're going to be super careful and just carry on and do the hour and a half route, but just take our time. There's absolutely no rush. So the first stop is the, what they call the watering hole, which is a beautiful, clear as anything pond, lake, pool, whatever you want to call it, with a lovely stream coming into it. It's absolutely beautiful, and we're just going to stop here for 5 minutes and just get our breath. If you're coming here, be super careful by that pool area. It's very slippery, hence why I fell in. It's just a little bit tricky, a lot trickier than I thought it would be. So yeah, that's out of the way, and now we're back on a path heading towards the waterfall. So a cool bit about doing the middle of the 3 walks is that actually you do get the choice to join the longer route and quickly go see the viewpoint before coming down to the waterfall, which I think is a really nice touch. So Kylie's heading to the waterfall and I'm just pushing on to go see what this viewpoint is all about. I'm guessing that was the viewpoint because it had a pretty awesome view of the mountains. We're not the highest, so I wouldn't really call it a viewpoint, more than a lookout, but still nice enough to go have a look at. Now we're heading to get back to Carly and the waterfall. That waterfall behind me is stunning, and the tour guide at the ticket office was right. If you go in a clockwise direction, you come at the waterfall from the bottom upwards, so it just gets better and better and better. What she doesn't tell you is the route to get past that waterfall is quite steep. The view from the top is amazing, and this is a really nice trek, apart from what happened to me, of course, which I'm sure will hurt a little bit later. But definitely bring some water, because despite it being cooler, it's very muggy in the forest and lots of sweat. Secondly, bring appropriate footwear. Sounds obvious, just gone past 2 tourists with flip-flops on. You're going to end up hurting yourself if not. And thirdly, mosquito spray. It's a forest after all, it's full of them. But that is the botanical gardens done, and now we're going to get back on the bike to the next place. Just had to stop on this bridge in the outskirts of Phong Nha. It's just a 360 beauty. Look at this. So one of the main caves in Phong Nha is the Paradise Cave. So we've just turned up. It's 5,000 dong to park the bike, which is more or less nothing, and we're about to get tickets and head in. Tickets are on the more expensive side at 250,000 dong each, but looking at the reviews, this place is supposed to be absolutely incredible, so fingers crossed it's worth it. You can also get buggies up to the caves and back. I think it's about 100,000 dong return trip, but we've come towards the end of their opening hours, so it's 3:30 now. It says it shuts at 4, but I think you can stay in the caves until 6. Obviously you wouldn't want to stay in later because it'll be dark, but yeah, we're gonna walk there and see how bad it is. If it is a bit of a rough trek, we'll then get the buggy back. To Carly's point, the cave better be worth it, because this climb is no joke. This is a long and steep climb, but I think we're about to go in. We're almost there. Wow, this is absolutely stunning, and it's so nice as well because we've come towards the end of the day. I don't think there's hardly anyone in these caves. Oh, it's like a VIP trip. It's amazing. This is absolutely incredible. It just is huge, the size of it. When you first come into this amazing cave, you think it's just the one area, but oh my god, it goes on and on and on. It is massive. I cannot believe this is all under a mountain. Oh, it is breathtakingly good.
The lights have gone off and we're now in the pitch black in the middle of a cave. Imagine if we go up there and the cave is shut.
Damn, they came back on. That's really annoying. I really wanted to jump scare Carly, but ran out of time. And that is the Paradise Caves completed. They were absolutely sensational. Don't worry about the price. They are so worth it. You've got to come to these if you come in to Phong Nha. It is the next morning, and unfortunately after we went to Paradise Cave, the clouds and the rain came in and we got absolutely soaked getting back. The views, couldn't really see because it was that cloudy and misty. However, the hostel did do 7 till 8 p.m. free beers, so I like that. So that did help. We had dinner, but it's the next day, and the plan today is to wrap up and see as much as we can before we take another night bus to our next place. And we are across from our hostel. We've just checked out and the views in this coffee shop are unreal. This is what we wanted, a nice clear warm day where we could explore and just see all of the scenery. I can't wait for this today. This is going to be amazing. So the first stop is we're going to the famous Phong Nha caves. Now don't go to them on Google Maps because it takes you directly to the caves and you can't actually get in them because I think you get a boat because it's watered, the first part of the cave. So you have to come to this stop about half a mile down by the river, and I think you get a boat which costs, and then you get the tickets separately. So we'll look forward to seeing how much this is. So annoying for us, it's actually 150,000 to get in each for the cave, which is not a problem, but you have to then spend $500,000 dong on a boat to get you there. Now they say you can share it up to 12 people to make it cheaper, which obviously we want to do, but there's just no one around here because I think most people organise it via tours. So we've kind of got two options. Carly and I either spend 850,000 dong as a couple to get to the cave, just the two of us, or we wait for other people. Now I've been waiting probably 15 minutes and no one's come yet, so if no one else comes we might have to skip this one, which is annoying because this looks a really beautiful cave, but we just don't have the budget for that amount of dong. Thankfully our patience paid off, so an Asian family of 8, yes 8, and a lovely French couple make 10 with us, so we've managed to get the boat super cheap and got pretty much the whole thing now for 400,000 dong instead of 850,000 dong. Patience pays off.
And we have stuff in Hanoi and
This tour is absolutely amazing. It's so much different to the Paradise Cave, mostly because you get to boat so peacefully through it all. It's just so cool to have the water element in a cave, and the fact that there's sand as well. I don't know if this has been put here when they built all the stairs, probably not, but it's amazing. It reminds me of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I know, geeky, when Dumbledore and Harry go and find one of the Horcruxes. Just the way the light and the water illuminates the cave, it's brilliant. It's a must-do, 100%. So after you go through the caves on the boat, they drop you back towards the exit, and then you get 45 minutes just to explore the back end of the caves before I imagine you will then get the boat ride back. But it's just beautiful. It's so nice. I'd had hoped you could walk a little bit of yourself, because being stuck on a boat gives you that lack of freedom a little bit. But yeah, to be able to finish at the end walking through, this is really, really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I promise I'll explain this once we've finished what we're doing, because so far you guys haven't got a clue.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, well done, yeah. Thank you. How you going? Yeah.
I put in my foot.
Well, everybody go.
Oh no. No way, that's the weirdest feeling. What are you doing? No, what are you doing? I'm crying. That is the weirdest feeling in my life.
That's right. Put him down, bed him, yeah.
I can't describe how utterly random that is. That's right up there as one of the strangest things we've done in our whole trip. Oh my god. Backtrack a little bit. So we finished the boat trip and we'd already had this planned on the route because we knew that it was about feeding ducks, and Carly's favourite animal is a duck, so of course we're going to do it before we get the night bus tonight. But oh my god, you literally roll up straight away. Would you like a beer? Would you like some food? Sit down, really homely vibe, really nice. And you're thinking, god, what's happening next? Next thing, you put on these plastic slippers and away you go. And honestly, the ducks, that is the strangest sensation ever. That was ridiculous. You get to feed them and play with them and be around them for a good sort of half an hour. And with the beer and the food, it's only 100,000 dong each. It's absolute bargain. You can see why there's so many Western tourists here enjoying this. Thank you, Cal. Because it is one of the most outlandish, funniest things you're ever going to do. The plan now, because the sun hasn't set yet, is we're going to have a little drive around Phong Nha and just take in the views, because the drive from Phong Nha town centre to here is short, but one of the best things I've seen. It's absolutely stunning here. So we're going to do that, and then the French couple that we met on the boat, we chatted to them for a good hour after the boat ride, and we're going to go for a beer with them just before we get the night bus. So a lot to do still today. However, what a day. Oh my god, look at this! This is amazing! Crossing a floating bridge. Ah! They just asked me to play football. I've not kicked a ball in about 5 years. It is now 11:30. And the bus that takes us out of Phong Nha is 2 hours late. So 2 hours of sitting in a bus stop waiting for it. Oh, just such a bad end to what has been an amazing couple of days in Phong Nha. After the sunset, we had a barbecue at our hostel, which is just over there, the Backpackers Hostel, which was great. And we did get a chance to have a beer with the lovely French couple, Lewis and Fiona, which was brilliant. Just to have a quick beer with them at their restaurant before we got to this bus stop. So yes, 2 hours and counting and waiting. So we shall end the video there. Phong Nha has been brilliant. It's such a beautiful place. The mountains, the viewpoints, the caves were brilliant as well, and the random duck stop. But 2 days just wasn't enough. We really should have had an extra day here. However, because of Tet, we've just got to get going and on to the next place. So that is the end of the video. Thank you ever so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.